All right, friends, I'm back. It's T-Man with a new video. It's on this lady, man. I guess she discovered something. So I'm going to react to her channel. It's called Dr. Liz Oriordan. Dr. Liz Oriordan. Yeah. So Dr. Liz here says, the shocking truth about vitamin C and cancer. Vitamin C and cancer. Okay.
Have you heard the claim that vitamin C can treat cancer? It's everywhere. TikTok.
It can treat cancer. Can it cure it? She says vitamin C. Vitamin C from what? Natural animals? Or she's probably going to say plants. Or synthetic. Synthetic vitamin C, is that it? It's got oxalates in it, lady.
Facebook forums, there are even high street clinics offering it.
Yeah.
And when you've had cancer or you love someone who has, you want to believe it.
The vitamin C that they sell, the synthetic vitamin C, is not the same as what you would get from from animal meat or plants. But again, humans are carnivores. You don't want to eat plants, and plants are toxic. So I got to get my vitamin C from plants. Man, I don't even know if it's absorbable from plants. Apparently, it's not very absorbable from plants. And carbohydrates and these plants and everything, they prevent the absorption of vitamin C. You absorb it a lot better when you eat animal products. Now, you're cooking your animal products. Is there a downgrade in vitamin C? Yeah, well, I guess so, right? But I've never seen anybody that just eats meat or animal products that has ever suffered from anything because of vitamin C. But I do know that vegans, they get plenty of vitamin C and they get scurvy because the vegan compilation. So think about it. Logically and intelligently, if you see the vegan compilations, right? There's so many of them on YouTube, right? And they're all suffering from scurvy, the symptoms of scurvy, their hair is falling out, nails, palpitations, dying, whatever, they're about to die. Then they go eat raw meat. It saved them. Why did they go raw? Why did they go eat raw meat? If they needed vitamin C and they were suffering from scurvy, why did they go eat raw meat? Why didn't they go get some synthetic vitamin C? Now, again, on her channel, she's talking about vitamin C. It's the cure to cancer or whatever. It's going to cure them of cancer. Cancer is caused because of malnutrition. That's the reason why people get cancer. I had to really figure out why my sister got cancer. After they removed the gallbladder, she had cancer around that area and on the liver. So they went and did a surgery and removed the cancer. Okay, why was there cancer in that area? Well, apparently you need to produce bile. Now, if you don't produce bile for such a long time, she wasn't really producing bile. She said she was eating good all the time. I don't know, okay? She does work in an industry with food, so she does eat good, I guess, yeah. She eats a lot of animal products too. And she got cancer because there was blockage there, no bile. So if you can't produce bile, you cannot absorb nutrients. So if you can't absorb nutrients, you suffer from what? Nutrient deficiency. So she was always sick all the time. She didn't know what was wrong with her. But they misdiagnosed her constantly, these doctors. One time they gave her medication, it was stupid, for trilori. I don't even think it was trilori. It was because she wasn't producing bile, because she was consistently still sick. She kept having diarrhea, and the diarrhea probably was because of the cancer and because of the bile problem. I don't know. So she was always having issues, man, constantly. I don't even know why she didn't go back to the doctor to find out. Maybe she just didn't give a shit about her health, which is stupid. And then she collapsed, and then they removed her gallbladder, and then they had to remove the cancer. Now she's on fucking chemo. I told her not to go on chemo. She doesn't want to listen again. Man, people, they just don't listen. So yeah, vitamin C, I mean, it's really, I guess if you don't really know anything, in the back of your head, people keep telling you this thing about vitamin C and scurvy and all that. And really, it's amino acid deficiency. It's not a vitamin C deficiency, because your body doesn't produce vitamin C. And it doesn't produce it to protect you, to keep you alive.
I mean, it's just a vitamin, right? What harm could it do?
Well, it's supposed to be an antioxidant. What harm can it do? It's not just a vitamin. It's synthetic, the one you're drinking. It has oxalates in it. And I don't know if high doses, what it could do to you. I don't know. But I do know you'll get an accumulation of oxalates if you're taking high dosages.
Now, I've had cancer too, and as a breast surgeon, I had to ask, is there real science here, or is it just another false hope in a drip bag? Let's find out. And to start, we need to go back to the 1950s, long before TikTok and wellness influencers. So
Yeah, I've seen all these, man, old reports about vitamin C, what these doctors did or used. Yeah, high dosages and stuff. Okay.
a Canadian doctor called William McCormick was looking after cancer patients, and a lot of his wounds weren't healing after surgery. And he thought this was because they didn't have much collagen.
So that's what he thought.
Collagen is a protein.
So he thought because he didn't have much collagen, that's why it didn't heal. Well, he was obviously malnourished. He was lacking in amino acids. He probably was in negative nitrogen balance. I don't know.
That holds your tissues together like scaffolding. And he thought that was
Yeah, but amino acids are the building blocks of those proteins.
due to a lack of vitamin C. So he thought if
Why would vitamin C have anything to do with that? How does a vitamin C, how is it going to build anything? It's not a building block. It's not amino acid. It's not a protein. It's not an amino acid.
low vitamin C weakens tissues, what if topping it up
That's a lie. You being in negative nitrogen balance weakens tissues. That's what really happens. Has nothing to do with vitamin C. And meat has vitamin C and plants have vitamin C. And apparently these people were eating everything. So why would they be low in vitamin C? Doesn't make any sense.
could stop cancer spreading? And then in the 1960s, a psychiatrist called Abram Hoffer started using very high doses of vitamin C to treat mental health conditions like depression and schizophrenia.
Yeah, you can up anything. It's still an antioxidant. Okay, so you increase it really super high, but it's for very short. It's temporary. Could you imagine if they had to keep this going? This person would fucking drop.
And some of his patients also had cancer, and a few of them lived longer or died of something else. Now, if you were one of those families, you'd tell
They lived longer, but then they died. From what? The cancer?
that story forever. And then in the 1970s came Linus Pauling, and
They obviously had a nutrient deficiency. That's why they died. You understand me? They had some problem where they probably weren't able to absorb nutrients. And it could have been because they continued eating the peasant slave food plant ass motherfucking diet, which was causing the problem. And oxalate build up in their gallbladder, less bile for absorbing nutrients. And these plants are anti-nutrient. They're made to kill you. They're doing a good job at it, killing people. The population are dropping like crazy because they can't stop eating these toxic motherfucking plants.
he is one of the biggest names in medical science. He is a double Nobel Prize winner.
So what? Who cares what he is? He's a human being like everybody else. He doesn't know anything.
And Pauling believed that vitamin C could help treat cancer.
Yeah, he believed. I have a belief. I believe. You understand me? Let me tell you something. When they picked the dogs off the street, I don't need to believe. When I saw that dog get regenerated, when they fed him meat, he fucking regenerated. He was like dead. His fucking fur was gone. Everything, man. He looked like a scarecrow. But when they fed that dog meat, that dog regenerated. He looked like a brand new animal. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It's crazy. The same thing goes for humans. If they're in equilibrium or positive nitrogen balance, have less chances of deteriorating and being malnourished. If you're malnourished, it's associated with cancer. Why do cancers come out when you're malnourished? Because you have a weakened immune system, and the cells are they're not really replicating. So they replicate cancer to keep you alive a little longer. You drop. That's it. It's really simple. Procreate, drop.
Cancer patients. And for him, it was personal because his wife
Here's another thing. You can pass cancer to your partner through sex. If your partner's sick or something and they have some kind of something in their body, cancer, it can be passed on to you. Believe it or not, read science.
Ada had stomach cancer. Then he met Dr. Ewan Cameron.
He had stomach cancer. Why would you have stomach cancer? Think about that. He finally hit the target. He ate these fucking toxic plants and he hit the target. Meat would never do that to you because it has no toxins in it. It actually makes your stomach stronger and better, the amino acids. So, see what I mean? Why would you get this cancer in your stomach?
Scottish surgeon, and he'd been giving his cancer patients high dose of vitamin C with amazing results.
Cancer is a cause of eating plants. That's the cause of cancer. When you eat plants, you get cancer. Yeah. That's one of the things plants give you, and on top of other things, so that you fuck off and stop eating them. But people seemingly don't want to listen. They simply don't want to listen. They're like, this must be normal why I'm sick or getting cancer. No, it's not. It's kind of obvious what you're eating there, fucking toxic plants. Oh, but my mom told me they're healthy vegetables and healthy fruit. Just because you call something healthy doesn't mean it is. But it's the brainwashing, of course, I understand, yes.
They teamed up and they treated about 100 patients with advanced terminal cancer with a massive dose of vitamin C, up
Sure they did.
to 10 grams a day. And that's 10 of these tablets. They said that the patients lived
I know I've heard of this. I'm aware of it.
3 to 4 times longer than those who weren't on the trial. Some had
So they lived a little bit longer, but they still died.
less pain, some felt more awake, some ate better. They had a better quality of life and their tumors started to shrink.
Some ate better, some did this, some did that. Yeah, they might have temporarily shrunk it with this high dose vitamin C, but guess what? The cancer was still there. And guess what? They eventually died. It succumbed to it. Want to know why? Because malnutrition. They say they succumbed because of malnutrition.
To a daughter sitting by her mother's hospital bed, that would look like a miracle. It sounded incredible. A cheap vitamin, almost no side effects, and much longer survival. Surely this was the thing. Appalling and...
See what I mean? Surely this was the thing. Here's the problem with a lot of people. They think, well, we use this thing, vitamin C, and surely this must be the thing. It's gotta be vitamin C, right? That must be it because, the tumors shrunk, right? We gave it this vitamin C, it shrunk, so this must be the thing.
Cameron published papers claiming that
Yeah, I'm sure it may have worked temporarily, but to prevent from getting cancer, you have to stop breaking the laws of nature and eating peasant slave food plant diet. Get it? This drug addict diet. But like I said, man, society, they just seemingly, they will not listen. And they'll continue in this behavior. So who cares about these reports, vitamin C? These doctors, these people, these crazy people can make up whatever the fuck they want. Let them keep making this shit up. You know what I mean? They're still gonna die eventually in the end because they're stupid. They can't see the trees beyond they can't see the forest beyond the trees, man, because they're fucking... I don't know what's the matter with these fucking people. Even eventually, as a normal human, you discover it on your own. I had to discover it. These plants made me sick, and it was simple. Eat meat. That's it. End of story. Stop breaking the laws of nature, and you'll be fine.
vitamin C could dramatically extend cancer survival. Pauling even co-wrote
Yes, it could dramatically, but it can't permanently.
a book, Cancer and Vitamin C. So why was vitamin C shrinking those cancers? Now I want you to hold...
I don't know. It's a good question. Why do you think it was shrinking the cancers? Why do you think that? Interesting.
that thought because first I need to tell you why we need vitamins.
But it didn't cure the cancer. It shrunk them, but it didn't cure them. They didn't go away.
C. Now, when you hear vitamin C, you probably picture oranges, Barocca vitamin tablets, or trying to dodge a cold at work.
Why not meat? Why does it have to be an orange or something, vitamin C? Or these tablets?
The vitamin C, also known as ascorbic acid, has several important functions, and these include helping to protect your cells and keep them healthy, maintaining healthy skin, blood vessels, bones, and cartilage, helping with wound healing, building collagen, and helping you absorb iron from your food.
Wow, it really does all that, you think? You think it does that by itself, lady? You're crazy, man. Food does that. Nutrients do that. Just a little vitamin called vitamin C can't do all that, especially by itself. Can't do any of that. It's just bullshit, man. People tell you this stupid shit. You need to eat animal products, man. People are going to say, you need all this vitamin C. The truth is, you're barely getting any vitamin C in your meat products, so why aren't you getting scurvy? See what I mean? It's just ridiculous. And plants are anti-nutrient. So how the fuck can you absorb the... That's why I think about it. I don't know. People will tell you, well, vegan people are suffering from scurvy because, well, plants are preventing the vitamin C from getting what? From getting absorbed. So if that's true, if plants are preventing vitamin C from getting absorbed, right? And if that's true, then it's the C, and that's why they're suffering from scurvy and not an amino acid deficiency because they can't absorb vitamin C. So what does that tell you? Why the fuck would you eat plants? Get it, man? It's really simple fucking, Like, people really are out in the dark. You know what I mean? But me personally, if you're asking me, it's amino acid deficiency. That's what happens to these people. But they're also lacking in C. So it's a combination of lack of C and other nutrients. It's not just amino acids. When you're on these fucking plants, you're just eating them. Humans are carnivore animals. We're not herbivore animals. And so poor absorption, malnutrition, and then you get scurvy. Bingo. All right. So people that eat what they're supposed to eat, they never suffer from scurvy or their hair falling out or having any issues like vegan compilations, disease, or fucking hair falling out or scurvy or anything like that. There's no sign of any scurvy whatsoever or any kind of cancer or disease. If anything, when people were riddled with disease, eating these fucking plants, when they eliminated them and just simply ate meat products, guess what? Cured. Holy shit, amazing, isn't it? Cured. Even their cancer went away. Fuck me. The cancer and everything went away. But you'd think that this doctor would have figured that out a long fucking time ago.
Now, vitamin C is found in a wide variety of fruit and vegetables, like citrus fruit, such as oranges and orange juice.
Yeah, but they have oxalates and they have a level of toxins, and they're heavily sprayed with glyphosates, which you can't wash off. Glyphosates, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, every kind of shit in the book.
Peppers, strawberries, black currants.
They're engineered. They have sugar in them, man. Cancer lives off sugar.
Broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and potatoes. Now, how much vitamin C do you and I need? Most of us need about 75 to 90 milligrams a day.
No, we don't. You need micrograms of it. Science already has discussed this. They say not even micrograms at best, because if we have too much vitamin C, it's not good for us, man. We'll fucking die getting too much vitamin C. You'll die. That's why your body doesn't produce it. It needs it in very minute amounts.
And you can get that with a small glass of orange juice and a portion of veg, or topping...
Yeah, that's all you want. A glass of orange juice, which is concentrated with sugar and fucking acid, right? You know what I mean? Like, this crazy, and oxalates and shit. And toxins. And look at all these vegetables and other garbage food here. Filled with, like, I don't know, man. Sulforaphane, lectins and shit. And oxalates. God damn.
yourself up with a multivitamin. This is important for later on.
Yeah, top up with a synthetic multivitamin. Yes. Which has more oxalates in it. Okay.
Your body can't make vitamin C, and
it can't make it for a reason, to protect you from dying.
You can't store it. This means that you need to get it from your diet every day.
You can't store it because it's water-soluble vitamin? Yeah.
And if you have too much, your body just flushes it away in your urine. It's like pouring...
Guess what? You also need amino acids, right? You need amino acids every day, and guess where you get them? Animal products. Oh, but guess what? They're going to tell you there's amino acids also in plants. So should you just fucking eat plants too for amino acids? You know how stupid this shit is, bro? Like, here's the thing. Plants are deficient in more than 15 nutrients. 15, man. So can you imagine you're missing 15 nutrients? You're also low on vitamin B12. You need a lot of vitamin B12. But guess what? You could become deficient in it. In vitamin B12, here's the sign of deficiency of B12. Your hair starts turning gray. The moment your hair you reach a certain age or your hair starts turning gray, that's a big sign of deficiency in vitamin B12. And you'll have some kind of weird neurological issues if you can't absorb B12. And what is preventing it? Plants. The plants are preventing the B12 from being absorbed. That's all. So you have some issues now, gut and shit, whatever issues. It's a big sign, man. So if you want to get rid of that, you have to start now overwhelming your system with B12. So you need the biological active form. I guess it's methylcobalamin, not cyanocobalamin, but methylcobalamin. You need a biologically active form of B12. You need to consume a lot of it because you're going to have issues after.
Wine into a shot glass, and once that's full, the rest just spills out. So what happens if you or I take too much vitamin C? So taking large amounts...
You're going to have a buildup of oxalates. That's what you're going to have, which will probably turn into stones and which will cause you more problems. And they may play a role in cancer, oxalates.
More than a gram or one of these tablets of vitamin C can cause stomach pain, diarrhea, and flatulence.
Wow. So let me get this straight. Vitamin C, if you take vitamin C, it'll cause stomach pain, diarrhea, and flatulence. Well, that's perfect. What kind of vitamin would cause that? See what I mean? Like, if you're eating meat, right, you're getting some vitamin C, micrograms. Are you suffering from any of these problems? Not really. But you take it synthetically, and you're going to get these problems. Why is that? Ponder that thought.
I've seen videos where
because it's toxic.
Wellness influencer says that you should keep upping the dose until you get diarrhea.
Yeah, here's what happens. It's toxic, okay? Look. So they give you this high dose of vitamin C. It acts like poison, right? It acts like poison to the cancer. It's like you're using poison cancer's poison, using poison to try to, I guess, kill the cancer, whatever. Okay. So just like chemotherapy, they give you these tablets. Chemotherapy. They give you chemotherapy in the form of tablets, right? Too. They give you radiation therapy. That's different. But I'm talking about the tablets from the pharmacy. What are they made from? Plants. They're made from plants. Why? Because plants are toxic. So they're using these toxic plants in the form of medicine to give it to you to poison you. But guess what? Your good cells get poisoned. That's another problem. Then you weaken, your immune system gets weakened. You won't last very long on chemotherapy. Maybe 3 years. You'll be doing it for 3 years, and then that 3 years you'll die anyways. See what I mean? Because they have weakened your immune system. That's what happens. Here's the thing. Here's what happens. What you discover when you eat natural food and you do not break the laws of nature. You never get sick because you have a very strong immune system because it doesn't have to be busy fighting toxic shit all day, inflammation and all these problems and stuff that are in your body. So it's always there, available now. It can fight for you. So that's why you never get the flu or get these like whatever diseases that people have coming around. You don't have any of these problems anymore. They go away. They disappear. They fuck off.
And then you know you're taking enough. Now, there's one more property of vitamin C that
It is unnatural to get cancer or any of these weird diseases, man. They're caused by plants.
Haven't mentioned, and that's that it can act as an antioxidant. And it's this last one that made scientists think vitamin C could cure cancer. So what are...
Yeah, but it's toxic in high dosages.
Antioxidants and free radicals. Now, we hear these words in wellness videos.
Again, that's a bad thing. I can't get into it, but it's a bad thing.
And cosmetic products, but what do they actually mean? Are they as dangerous as they sound?
Yes.
This one's for strength, and this.
Look, these guys are promoting peptides online, see?
For recovery.
This is for recovery.
Holy shit, Chad, I survived Mordor. Whatever that fucker put in those vials got me through it.
Pretty sure he said some shit about them showing up straight to his door. From ElevatePeptideLab.com.
This is a funny commercial, man. That's why I'm watching it.
Seems fucking legit.
Yeah, it's funny shit, dude. Anyway.
Guys, people are using AI videos to make real money.
I want you to think of your cells as a busy playground full of toddlers. And every now and then, one toddler has a spectacular tantrum. That is a free radical. Now, if there's only one exhausted teacher watching 30 children, chaos spreads, toys fly, things break. Now imagine that every toddler has a calm parent standing next to them. The tantrums still happen, but they're contained. And those parents, they are your antioxidants. Now, free radicals are a normal part of life. Your body makes them when you digest food, you fight infection, or you...
Your body creates a very powerful antioxidant called cholesterol. It produces hormones from it. It's a powerful antioxidant, and it also produces hormones and a bunch of stuff, man. You know what I mean? So, yeah, lady, okay, whatever.
deal with cigarette smoke and pollution, and in small amounts to
Deal with cigarette smoke and pollution. Yeah, like I deal with that every day. Okay.
actually useful. But if you have too many and for too long, the free radicals can damage cell membranes and DNA. And it's
Yeah, so don't do it too long and too whatever.
that damage that increase your chance of getting cancer. And that's where
Yeah. So think about it. What damages your DNA? What would damage DNA? Fructose, high fructose, these so-called engineered fruits, high in fructose. What else? Well, these oxalates and lectins, tannins and lectins and sulfolaphanes or whatever. All these toxins and shit that are associated with these fruits and vegetables. Plus, they're highly irradiated. I think bananas are the highest in radiation. So, yeah, and they're filled with like fructose and they're filled with these toxins and shit, man. It's gross. And they're also anti-nutrient when you eat them because they coat your intestines and prevent nutrients from being absorbed, and you're constantly starving, and then you're sick, have flus and shit because you have only this. It's just one exasperating problem, man. On top of it, stop eating plants, okay? Just do yourself a favor.
antioxidants like vitamin C come in because they neutralize some of those extra free radicals.
Sure.
So the theory is more vitamin C, fewer free radicals, less cancer growth. Antioxidants are good, cancer is bad.
Antioxidant good, cancer is bad. I don't know. Cancer is an adaptation to whatever is being caused in your body. These are adaptations. But you see cancer as a bad adaptation. The body's producing cancer because it can no longer divide natural cells anymore. So it starts doing what? Dividing cancer cells. It starts increasing cancer cells, and it tries to keep you alive a little bit longer while you procreate, create a baby, and then die because your body is exasperated, gave up. It said, you know what? We can no longer support you because the toxins, we can't fight them off. It keeps coming in. Sometimes your body does try to do specific things, but you don't listen to your body or your senses. Your body is you're getting sick from these plants. Your body can't save you, but you continue in that behavior, poisoning your body, but you don't want to stop. So you're like, hey, I can continue in this behavior, eating these poison plants, but I'll just take high vitamin C dosages on the word of this crazy ass lady doctor. Get it, dude? And continue in that behavior, poisoning myself. No wonder why they died 3 years later. Because they couldn't stop eating the diet that was killing them.
And what's more, vitamin C is natural. It's not toxic like chemotherapy.
Yeah, but that's not the cure. The cure is to eliminate the food that is causing the cancer. Fuck.
Dr. Pauling and his wife Ava started taking massive doses of vitamin C every day. So why hasn't it become the world's...
Yeah, they did. But guess what else they did? They ate massive amounts of toxic plants, too, every day. That was their problem.
greatest cancer cure? It's a cheap, natural product.
It's not a cancer cure. That's why they died. They die within 3 years, these people. They don't last very long. You understand me? It just shrinks the tumors. The cancer doesn't really go away.
And we can explain how it kills cancer cells. Why wasn't it...
Now she says it kills cancer cells. Maybe it puts them in remission, but they're still there.
given to everyone when Pauling and Cameron published their results. In the 70s and 80s, the Mayo Clinic, one of the biggest research hospitals in the States, ran proper, double-blind, random...
But why did they die still? They died early. Why? Because they continued in the behavior. They didn't stop what was causing the cancer problems.
Trials. People with advanced cancer were given either 10
Yeah, the body exhausted itself. They probably still gave them vitamin C and told them, here, take this home and eat all this vitamin C. But because they're eating these toxins and eating the vitamin C that killed out the cancer, they still died because your body couldn't replicate cells anymore to keep you alive. And you probably would have died anyways from any of these therapies because the cancer, the cells are not replicating. Whatever, man. You get the point.
grams of vitamin C a day or a sugar pill.
Okay.
But this time, the extra vitamin C made no difference. The survival was the same in both groups.
Of course not.
And the scientific world moved on, but Pauling still believed in the power of vitamin C. And here's the twist. The Mayo
Because he's brain dead.
Clinic only used oral vitamin C tablets, but Pauling and Cameron had given IV vitamin C through a drip for the first
Yeah, no, I remember this. I'm aware of it.
10 days, and that makes a massive difference.
Yeah,
It's like comparing a teaspoon of honey to a whole hive of bees. So if you're sitting at your kitchen table trying to make sense of it all, it's hard to know who to believe. And as vitamin C has had a resurgence in popularity over the last couple of years as an alternative cancer cure, are doctors like me missing something? Or are we all being sold a scam? It's time to find out. What is the actual difference between vitamin C tablets and the stuff you get in a drip? To get the answer, we need to know if there is a difference between the way you have it.
Did you know that if you're constantly anxious, can't sleep at night?
I said most of us need around 95 milligrams a day, and if you have any more, your body just gets rid of it in the urine. But when you have a vitamin C,
You don't need 95 milligrams a day, man. They're just a number they fucking popped out. You need micrograms of it. They've already done tests on this.
drip, you can get mega doses.
And even that, they said 10 micrograms. And even that, you probably don't even need, probably even less than 1 microgram.
Straight into your bloodstream.
Sure.
Blood levels can be hundreds of times higher than with a tablet, and they stay high for several hours until your kidney eventually gets rid of the excess.
Sure.
And when they're high, this is when something strange happens. Vitamin C flips roles. Instead of acting like a calm, helpful antioxidant, it becomes a
Yeah, but she still hasn't cured the people of what's causing the cancer. And guess what it is? The food they're eating. The food is what's causing the cancer. Get it, man? The plants, dude. The plants. But no, she's not going to tell these people, hey, man, you know what? You need to stop eating these toxic plants. She wants you to eat them. She wants you to keep consuming them. She says you need vitamin C. So you should keep consuming these toxic plants, which are the cause of the cancer.
antioxidant. It actually helps make free radicals like hydrogen peroxide. Now, healthy cells can usually break hydrogen peroxide down.
Okay, so healthy cells can break them down. Well, what would make your cells unhealthy? Unhealthy food. And what food is unhealthy to a carnivore animal? Toxic plants are unhealthy. Toxic plants are unfucking healthy to human cells. It's really fucking simple.
But cancer cells aren't as good. And that's why researchers are starting to pay attention again. And the theory is this. If we flood the blood around a tumor with vitamin C, it generates hydrogen peroxide. Cancer cells can't deal with it, so they die, but the healthy cells survive. And there are people now calling it natural chemo without the side effects. And if you're scared...
I love this one. Natural chemo without the side effects. Well, chemo is poison. You're poisoning yourself. This is a type of poison. It's just you're using a vitamin as a poison. Increasing an antioxidant to astronomically high levels instead of getting people to stop eating the food that is causing the cancer, and then the cancer will go away.
of chemo like I was,
shit.
or you're watching someone go through it, that can sound incredible.
Yes, do all these unnatural things like chemo and everything and make people go through it. Yeah, sure.
Appealing. A nice warm clinic, a herbal tea, a soft chair, and a diffuser.
nice clinic, a herbal tea with oxalates in it that also cause cancer and a bunch of other shit, bro. Yeah.
User, no poisonous chemo and anti-sickness meds. But there's a big
No anti-sickness meds or chemo. But again, no elimination of this food that is causing the cancer. See what I mean? They'll do all these things, but tell you to eliminate. Why? Because if you eliminate it, they won't have you as a patient anymore. Get it, dude? They need patients. And the industry needs your business. It's marketing. They need your money to keep eating the food that is causing the cancer. So these brain people, these so-called intelligent motherfucking people, they come up with this crazy idea that we're going to use vitamin C. We're going to solve it. We found this thing, vitamin C. We did it in high dosages. They literally don't know how it works at all whatsoever. They're just a bunch of dumb humans. And they're like, we'll apply this vitamin C ascorbic acid at high levels, and we'll poison them with that because it's a vitamin, and we'll poison them with high levels of this vitamin and see what happens. Oh, look, the cancer cells, they shrunk. Or this happened or that happened, right? It's the same thing, man. It's like chemo again, all over again. But whatever, man. They don't live very long. And anyways, who cares? The point is, they never tell these so-called geniuses, they never say, hey, why not just stop eating the food that's causing the cancer? Look how simple that is, isn't it? And it'll go away.
gap between an idea that works in a petri dish and something that saves real lives. But that doesn't stop people promoting vitamin C drips. Now, a quick search online.
And this lady is trying to come off as being sophisticated. She's so intelligent. Why not just stop doing what is causing the cancer? Get it, man? That's fucking simple.
Will lead you to integrative oncology clinics offering these drips, and there are vitamin bars in city centres. Cancer influencers share.
Yeah, sure. More marketing. Here, there's these bars and there's these drips and everything you could get. Yeah, well, it'd be costly. It'll run up a bill. It'll cost you. It won't be cheap, that's for sure. But guess what? It's a lot cheaper for you to stop eating the food that is causing the cancer, isn't it? Right? It's a lot cheaper. But guess what? It's not for her because she's got to make money off illness. Get it? Because she's a fucking genius. She has to make money off your illness. She needs you there, ill and sick. So they can treat you with all these concoctions. Get it? Like a witch doctor. It's like a witch doctor. They're doing all these experiments on you. Let me do this hocus pocus shit on your body. See what happens. Let's see what happens here. What comes about here? Oh, there was this study from 1950. Oh, another guy, he did the same thing. He figured, well, that guy did it, so I should do it too in 1960. Oh, this guy did it too in 1970. Oh, okay. You know what I mean, man?
They're amazing.
You know how insane this sounds?
Personal stories of how they've cured stage 4 disease. They refused.
How they cured stage 4 disease. They never cured it. They put it into remission. They never cured it. That's the problem. The cure is you stop eating the food that is the cause of it. That's the cure.
Chemo, they had their drips, and now their scans are clear. Maybe your aunt sent you a link from Facebook just in case.
They all died within 3 years. I guarantee you, all the patients died within 3 years.
I even had an email last week from a vitamin clinic that will come to your home to give you a drip, asking me.
There is absolutely no cure for cancer. You simply have to stop eating the food that is causing the cancer.
To do a video to promote them.
Well,
you can guess what I said, but I can see why they're so convincing. You hear a powerful story, a simple theory, and something to buy. And even when they say, I'm not giving medical
exactly.
advice, the takeaway is, doctors like me don't understand. The real cure is natural. Do what I did, and you too.
Yeah, the real cure is natural. What is that? Eliminate the food that is causing the cancer. Doctor, every time I eat this toxic food, it makes me sick. It gives me cancer. Hey, guess what? Stop eating that. Oh, that's it? Yeah, that's it. Duh. Okay, now get out of my office.
Can be cancer-free. And if you've got cancer, or you're frightened.
Yeah, you could all be cancer-free. But if you keep eating the food that is causing it, I guess not.
of it coming back like I've been, or you're struggling with treatment, it's easy to think, maybe I should just try one drip. I mean, what harm can it do? Well, this is what the science says.
I don't know. What harm can it do if you take a massive dose of ascorbic acid in your body? What could it do? It could possibly cause DNA damage. I don't know. It could do a lot of bad things for you. It's unnatural, it's synthetic, and it's poison. So you're poisoning yourself in another avenue, okay? So it's not good for you. It's really simple. What's good for you? Stop eating what is causing it.
Petri dishes, high concentrations of vitamin C can kill some cancer cells.
Can kill some cancer cells. Are you sure it killed it or it just put it in remission? I don't know. And even if it did kill it, so what? The point is, you didn't prevent the people from stop eating the food that is causing the cancer. Get it? Even if you did kill some of these cancers with the vitamin C, let's say the vitamin C, it's obviously it's a vitamin. Let's say in high dosages it choked out the cancer, whatever. But guess what? They died. Why did they die so soon? Because they continued in that behavior, abnormal behavior, eating peasant slave food, fucking slave food diet. Get it? And it killed them. They died.
There are some studies that show it might make chemotherapy drugs more.
Yeah, you know how many people are taking chemotherapy and still consuming the food that is causing the problem? It's like this. You go to your doctor, you say, I'm fucking diabetic. He's like, yeah, okay. All right. And then he gives you what? He gives you insulin. You inject the insulin in your body, right? You inject the insulin inside your body. And guess what? And guess what you do? You continue drinking Coca-Colas. The Coca-Cola that caused the cancer. So you keep drinking Coca-Cola, and guess what? You die. Eventually you die. I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4 years down the road, you die. Diabetic people die. Why did they die? They didn't die because they took insulin. You want to know what they died of? The behavior that they continued in. It destroyed their body. It killed it. You understand me? You killed it. They killed themselves because they're stupid. People that get heart attacks, they'll say, well, they have high cholesterol, so they got a heart attack because of high cholesterol. They didn't get a heart attack because of the high cholesterol. Fuck, cholesterol is what is keeping you alive. The cholesterol is what's keeping you alive. Get it? They got a heart attack because of plaque buildup. You understand me? And other things. Plaque buildup, maybe some damage to the heart, whatever. But the point is, it wasn't the cholesterol. So what do? They go to the doctor. The doctor gives them these, pills to lower the cholesterol, right? You know what I mean? They lower the cholesterol. And then they die eventually. Within a 3-year period, they're dead in 3 years. They get a second heart attack, and then they die. Yeah. They get the second one. You're lucky if you manage to pass the second one, then you're really lucky. You know that? But eventually they all die, these people that get heart attacks. They all die because the doctor put them on fucking, I forgot the name of those pills that lower the cholesterol. I don't know if Cali Muscle is on that. He might be on it. Maybe he's not on it. Who the fuck knows, man, what he's doing there? If he is on it, eventually he'll die too. Who cares?
Effective or change how cancer cells process energy.
Yeah.
But
so what else can cause a heart attack? Low cholesterol. If you have low cholesterol, you'll die. You understand me? So not only the plaque, but the low cholesterol. But what's causing the heart attack? Think about it. They're going to give you pills. It's not the cholesterol that's causing the heart attack, but you get low, but they're suppressing your cholesterol because cholesterol is sky high to remove what? To remove the plaque that's building up there. But you go home and you continue in that behavior again. You go home and you keep eating the food that is causing the plaque buildup, right? And they're giving you pills to lower your cholesterol, but your body's trying to keep you alive by increasing the cholesterol to remove the plaque. But you no longer have cholesterol to remove the plaque, right? And you keep suppressing it. And guess what happens? You get second heart attack and you die. Get it, dude? You fucking die.
Petri dishes don't have livers or immune systems or families. They don't get tired or have birthdays.
Yeah, okay.
And a dose that works in a cell in a lab might be impossible to achieve or actually dangerous for an adult.
Are you people actually listening to this lady's insane, bro.
might be impossible to achieve or actually
A cell in a lab. Wow, okay.
dangerous for an adult. Now, in mice, high-dose vitamin C has sometimes slowed down tumor growth or make drugs work better. And
Slowed down tumor growth, but didn't cure it. Okay.
we've cured a lot of mouse cancers over the years.
They've cured a lot of mouse cancers over the years. But, mouse cancers. I don't know about any mice getting cancers. They fucking gave cancer to the mouse and then did a test on it. It was done artificially. It was induced artificially, man. Fuck.
But very few have translated into reliable human treatments. Because in humans,
Yeah, but the mice themselves, they're not. They're eating what they're supposed to be eating. They're not going to get cancer from eating things that they're meant to eat, that they know they'll eat, they can eat. But they induced these cancers in the mice. It was artificial. So the mouse, he's not going to get cancer. He's not going to continue. He's not eating things that are giving him cancer. They gave it to him artificial, and then they give him this medication to see if it will cure the cancer. Wow, this is crazy, man.
this is where it gets a bit vague.
Yeah.
While there are small trials like those of Dr. Pauling and Cameron, they are tiny studies. They only showed modest benefits, not cures.
Yeah, that's right. Modest benefits, not cures. Man, again, the cure is to stop eating what is causing it.
Now, a 2024 randomized phase 2 trial added IV vitamin C to standard chemo for people with advanced pancreatic cancer, and the survival doubled from 8 months to 16 months. I mean, wow, that's amazing.
Wow, that's amazing. From what is it? I don't know if she said fucking 15 months to 16 months they survived and then they died. Get it?
There was another
It's amazing. And then they died.
trial in glioblastoma, and that's a deadly brain cancer, and that too showed
Oh, deadly brain cancer. What did it show?
similar benefits with vitamin C.
Yeah?
But not all cancers have responded. A 20
Of course not. Not all of them will respond, but guess what? They will all respond if you quit eating the food that is causing the cancer. Get it, man? Your body will be able to replicate natural cells. It will be able to go back to its normal state.
24 prostate cancer trial showed no added benefit. So there may be something in this.
Look, I had a prostate problem. My prostate enlarged. It got really big. I couldn't pee. I had all kinds of issues. Well, guess what? It was simple. The plants were causing that. So what did I do? I eliminated them. And guess what? The prostate problem went away. Get it, dude? I was on the verge of having cancer from that shit. Honestly. Holy shit, man. It was scary.
But we don't have the data to show us the safest way to give vitamin C, who should have it, and when. And remember, those high
Nobody should have it. What they should have is an elimination. Stop breaking the laws of nature, eating peasant slave food diets.
levels of vitamin C in your blood only last for a couple of hours, not days, not weeks. But it's still easy to think it's just a vitamin. Worst case, it doesn't work. But it's not that simple. Because in high oral doses, taking 10 tablets a day, vitamin C acts as a really strong laxative. That means those mega doses can give you diarrhea, stomach cramps, bloating,
No shit.
nausea. It can also increase the risk of kidney stones. It's dangerous for people with kidney disease, and it can reduce the absorption of essential nutrients.
And it can prevent the essential absorption of nutrients. See, like what? Vitamin B12 and copper. Reduce absorption of nutrients like vitamin B12 and copper. Fuck, you need copper, you need vitamin B12, you need a lot of it. Here's another thing. It says increase the risk of kidney disease. Why would something that's good for you, a vitamin C, why would it increase the risk of kidney disease? Want to know why? Because oxalates, man. That's why. Oxalates, it's got to go through the kidney. What else is here? Dangerous for people with kidney disease. Well, what caused the kidney disease? The plants. The plants have caused you kidney disease. Get it, man? But guess what? When you go off the plants, the kidney disease goes away too as well. What is causing these diseases? They're attacks. You're being attacked by what? By the plant. The toxins in the plant are attacking you, telling you to fuck off and stop eating us. But you're like, no, I'm okay, man. And your doctor's like, but you got kidney disease, bro. You're like, yeah, man. And he's like, holy fuck, you got cancer, dude. And you're like, yeah, man. And you're like, hey, you got a prostate problem too, man. You're like, yeah, man. And then he says, hey, man, you got a fatty liver. Oh, but yeah, man. And then, then you got all these other fucking problems too. Pimples and zits and shit, oily skin, whatever else fucking going on there. Maybe mitochondrial dysfunction. You might even have psoriasis on your skin, eczema. You're all being attacked by these fucking plants. Then you got diabetes. He's like, hey, you're type 2 diabetic too as well. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. You know what I mean? But is the doctor telling you to eliminate these plants which are causing these diseases, these attacks called diseases in your body on you, to tell you to fuck off? No. You just keep fucking on, get it? Eating it, and you're just taking it. One for the giffer, bro, get it? You deserve to die. These people, they all deserve to die, man, because they're stupid.
Like vitamin B12 and copper, radiotherapy and some chemotherapy drugs work by creating oxidative stress inside cancer cells.
Yeah, you want to create oxidative stress in your body. That's all you want, okay, for the good cells, yeah.
And high-dose vitamin C could stop that happening. When it comes to breast cancer, that's the cancer I had. Lab studies have shown that vitamin C can actually protect.
Why do you think you got breast cancer, lady? Why do you think you got that?
Protect cancer cells from certain chemo drugs. And it can also...
She's not going to live very long. Look how deteriorated she looks. She looks deteriorated because she lacks nutrients in her body because she's on a peasant slave food diet. And she's about to die pretty soon too. Now, she might have caught just the breast cancer. She may be lucky there. I guarantee you it most likely will return. And she'll have to have it removed again or something. But then eventually these people all croak down the line. They all die. They'll die because she's continuing in the behavior. And the body just says, she's like, well, I'll just keep doing this vitamin C. And then the body cannot just survive just because, there's a reason why your body's producing these cancer cells. It's an adaptation to the poison that is coming in because your cells can no longer replicate. So they replicate cancer cells to keep you alive. It's an adaptation process. But she doesn't understand that. So you don't want to adapt to poisonous plants. Get it? Because your body adapts eventually to the poison by creating cancer. So what do you need to do to unadapt from it? Stop doing that. Just like lifting weights, they cause stress. Guess what? Stop stressing yourself and it'll fucking go away when you stop lifting those stupid weights. Get it, lady? Exercising, whatever you're doing there.
Reduce the effect of...
Exercise has killed people. It's killed slaves. They don't like it. Milling. They put slaves on these mills. They had them mill forever. It killed them, man. They died. All these things because it's stressful. You understand me? To the human body. So what you're doing is stressing it, eating the peasant slave food, toxic ass motherfucking plant diet.
Tamoxifen on breast cancer cells.
Yes. Tamoxifen. What is tamoxifen? A poison. It's a antibiotic. Tamoxifen. It's fucking poison, man.
We don't fully know how that plays out in adults. But if you're taking a drug to stop your cancer coming back, like I was taking tamoxifen, you don't want to add a...
You see, listen to what she says. I have to take this whatever because the cancer will come back. Why will the cancer come back? Think about it. Why do you think the cancer will come back? Because she hasn't stopped in her behavior. She's still eating the food that is causing the cancer. Get it, man? And that's why it'll come back.
Supplement that's going to work against it. And that's why most oncologists...
Yeah, and that's why she's going to continue taking the supplement because she'd rather take a supplement than eliminate the food that is causing the cancer. How retarded is that?
Will tell you, don't take high-dose vitamin C during treatment without talking to us.
Your money has a
vitamin C during treatment without talking to us. But there's a different danger you might not have considered, which could
Yeah, what's that?
actually kill you. IV drips involve needles in veins, and repeated infusions mean there's a risk of blood clots or inflamed veins,
Exactly.
serious allergic reactions, infection, which can lead to sepsis, which can kill. The hospitals are strict about
Don't they use high vitamin C for sepsis? I like this. Sepsis, which can kill. Why would you get sepsis? Think about that.
sterile technique. But many high
Because
street
of what they're doing here, poking you is unnatural. You should not be poking your skin. You're breaking you're exposing, your skin is a barrier. It's to protect you. Every time you poke or you hit your skin, you're taking a chance, man. You're taking a chance, okay?
drip bars and clinics aren't. The drips might be prepared in back rooms, many without quality control. And people have actually ended up in intensive care after routine drips in unregulated clinics. And finally, most people who have a
Yes,
drip
I'm sure, because these things are unnatural. They're fucking bad for you.
feel better simply because they've had a litre of fluid. Most of us
Oh, they feel better because they took the fluid. Man, they should have just stopped eating what was causing it, then they'll feel way better, believe me.
don't drink enough, and this is a great way to get a top up. And the majority of that vitamin C ends up in the toilet. So can vitamin C actually cure cancer? What have we learned?
No, it can't. It can't cure cancer. It can't cure it because you're continuing the behavior that is causing the cancer. The cure is to stop eating the food that is causing the cancer.
Let's go back to Pauling and Cameron's original trial. The cancer patients who
See, they can't find. There's no cure in science for these these attacks, these toxic attacks by the plants. There's no cure for them. There's no cure in science. So what are they trying to do? They're trying to use a vitamin C, a vitamin, to try to kill it. You know what I mean? Something naturally occurring to try to kill it, man. Listen to the word. They're trying to use something naturally occurring, vitamin C, a vitamin called C, a vitamin. Get it? You understand me, man? To try to kill it. Okay. So, yeah. So they're using something natural instead of doing something natural like stop eating the food that is causing it. Yeah.
were given vitamin C were compared to people treated.
They're not using things. They're not using like I don't know, these whatever things they make in the laboratory. These other crazy things.
Treated years earlier by other doctors instead of patients of a similar age with the same cancer. So we're not comparing like with like. And the surgeon Cameron was known for saying his patients were terminal much earlier than his colleagues.
Yeah, they were terminal, all right. They were they were already terminal. They were terminal, got to the point where they were terminal because they couldn't stop eating the food that's causing the cancer. They continuously kept eating it because they wanted to die because they're stupid. They didn't listen to their senses because they're dumb. Me, I listened to my senses. My senses told me this shit is making you sick. It made me sick, so I quit. Get it? And everything went away. Everything.
So his patients, by definition, had more time left to live because they weren't as sick. And were they living longer because of vitamin C? Or maybe they didn't actually have stage 4 cancer.
Did they live longer because of vitamin C? I don't know. Maybe they lived a little bit longer and they were eating a lot more meat. Maybe they listened to their senses. Not everybody continued in that behavior. Who knows? You have to talk to them. Ask them what they did. I don't know.
The vitamin C is
Sometimes people cut out a lot of things like sugar, whatever, that can increase this cancer shit.
essential for life, and being deficient is dangerous. A diet rich in fruit and vegetables.
Being deficient is dangerous. I don't think so, man. People will tell me I'm deficient in vitamin C because I'm on a so-called carnivore diet. Yeah, I haven't seen any of that happen to me yet.
Lowers cancer risk. We know this.
That lowers cancer risk. You're showing a bunch of toxic plants And this shit. Think about it. In the Bible, they said that, what was it in the garden? They said when Adam and Eve ate the apple, and supposedly this God character said that you will have very hard births now. Your births will hurt. Your period will be painful. Your births, when you give birth, it will be very painful. A whole bunch of things, man. And guess what? It is. When they eat these foods, women's births are painful, and their periods are painful when they eat these foods, these plants. But guess what we discovered? When they stop eating that, their sex drive comes back. They have their periods back, and they're not painful anymore. And they have births that are not painful. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, not only that, but they don't even have morning sickness, which is a sign of toxicity. Yeah, you're toxifying your baby inside. How sweet is that, eh? Eating these toxic fucking peasant slave food diets. Yeah.
Here's the truth. There is still no solid, repeatable evidence that high-dose vitamin C, either by mouth or by a drip, cures cancer in humans. No.
I know there isn't, because there's no cure for it. There's no cure in cancer. There's no cure in science. The cure is stop eating the food that's causing it.
Cancer body or regulator has approved it as a treatment. And if we knew it worked, your oncologist wouldn't hide it. It would be in every national guide.
Yeah, just eat raw animal products. Eat them in their natural state, the way they were meant to be eaten, and you'll be fine. But here's the problem. Your food, you're cooking it, so it too becomes carcinogenic. If you're putting it on the grill and shit, it could be carcinogenic, okay? So you're consuming broken DNA when you unnaturally cook food, eating in its unnatural state. So you may be contributing a little bit more to the cancer. I don't know exactly.
Guideline. So what do you do now? Well, if you want to stay healthy, I want you to focus on what's proven, what we know.
Yeah, what do we know?
Eat more plants.
Oh my God. That's it. That's the cause of the cancer. She's like, well, what's proven? Eat more plants so you can increase the cancer and die. Yeah, okay. That's intelligent. What else, lady?
Move your body more. Try and keep a healthy weight.
Yes, move your body more so you can cause it more stress, which also physiologically could possibly, I don't know, induce cancer. I don't know. What else is there? Keep a healthy body weight. Well, that I would agree with. But your body weight would be kept healthy by eating natural food in its natural state, the way it's meant to be. So you don't have to worry about those things.
Drink less alcohol. Show up to your checkup.
Well, you shouldn't be drinking alcohol. It's made from plants. It's also toxic. Man, it also could cause cancer or feed cancer, whatever. Ask questions, okay?
And ask questions. This advice isn't flashy, and it's...
Yeah, but you may get the wrong answers from people like these people like her. You may be asking questions, but you have people that are brain dead, you understand me, that think they know something, and then they feed you this fake information to fuck you.
Not going to go viral, but here's where your real power lies.
Yeah.
Food isn't the enemy.
No, here's where your real power lies. Listen to your instincts. If you're feeling sick, then cut out the foods that are making you sick. It's really simple. Michaela Peterson did it, and she didn't have any problems. She cut out what was making her sick. And guess what happened? She lived a normal life. Get it? Really simple, man. Really fucking simple.
Vitamins aren't magic. What saves lives is evidence-based medicine, plus the boring,
No, it doesn't. That doesn't save lives. Modern-day medicine complicates and destroys lives. That's what it does. That's what it does.
Basics. If this video has helped you, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you want to find out more about that other cancer myth that sugar
Another cancer myth? Okay.
causes cancer, watch this.
That sugar causes cancer. I don't know if it causes cancer. Maybe it feeds cancer. Who knows? But I know that plants don't belong in a human mouth, nor does sugar. So it most likely is the cause of other diseases or cancer, some disease. I'll see you in the next one, friends. Tell what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. That's why I just You listen to your senses, man. You don't need these people. Listen to your senses. What would you be doing out in nature if you lived out in nature? There's the cure. There's the answer. What would you be doing out there if you lived out in nature? Well, you wouldn't be doing anything you're doing here artificially. So there you go. There's the cure. See you in the next one. Ciao, friends.